Week 18 pick'ems.
Bum, 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 bum.
YouTube, how's it going? The Goat House is back. Last week of the regular season, playoffs on the line. A lot of big games with some playoff implications. I can't believe it's the last regular season week of the regular season.
First
already.
Week 18 game.
First one ever.
First
Week 18 pick'ems ever. Forgot. Didn't even think of that.
I was going to say it.
But we're not done, though. We'll be back with playoff pick'ems, of course. Cannot wait to do all the playoff content. I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. I tied Pete up. I ended up switching to the Steelers on Monday night. Switching never works, but it worked out. Big shout out, Big Ben. No, really, Najee Harris. Really, we're going to shout out Najee Harris here.
Probably the defense.
Yeah,
We're going to shout out Najee Harris.
Yeah.
Mayfield.
Yeah. Baker, yeah. So we're tied in first, and we got Old Yeller third. We got Danny and Fan Vote there in fourth.
It's the Lions. The Lions blew it for me.
You didn't switch after Goff was out? You blew it. There's the Picks League. Matthew Reese has been on top pretty much the whole second half of the season. Was he up 5? Yeah, he's up 5. So, I mean, some of these other people might have to make some crazy picks. Matthew Reese right there, going to earn himself some Goat House merch here. Crazy Sauce, is he going to get crazy? Is he going to come back? Niner Gang, I think he won one year. That sounds familiar, Niner Gang. I think he pulled it off one year. So everyone besides Matthew Reese probably should be making some wild picks, unless you're okay with second or third. We're going to see what happens here. But let's go on to the picks. Last week here, playoffs on the line. Saturday, football, Chiefs, Broncos. I'm going Chiefs.
I think we're all going Chiefs.
Yeah, I think we're all going Chiefs.
Okay.
But you never know. We're all going Chiefs.
The fans are going to the Chiefs as well. Yeah, I expect the Chiefs to play their starts Tuesday night. We haven't heard anything from most teams on who's playing, who's not. I would expect the Chiefs to play their starters. I'm not going to guarantee it right now, but But it is a Goat House guarantee that they're going to win.
I could see them playing them the first half, and then
I expect them just to go. I expect them to play them a lot, the whole game. You know, if they get a giant lead, then maybe take them out because they're sitting at the 2 seed right now. If they win, the Titans lose, they can get the 1 seed, but they also can drop down to the 3 or 4 with a loss. So they got to start their starters. I mean, I would be shocked if they didn't start their starters. So Broncos falling apart a little bit. Is this it for Vic Fangio? It might be it. We'll see possibly on Black Monday, next Monday. Yeah, but we're all rolling with the Chiefs here. We are all doing it.
All aboard.
The other Saturday game, Cowboys, Eagles, both locked into the playoffs. The Cowboys are sitting at that 4 seed. Made a video going through the scenarios. They ended up with the 4 seed in a lot of scenarios. They can actually possibly get the 2. It's just a long shot. But the 3 is realistic. So we're looking at likely 4, possibly 3 for the Cowboys. So it's a big question if they're going to play their starters, and I believe they will. They were asking McCarthy, asking Zeke, Dak, and it sounds like – I know Zeke said he's definitely playing, but it sounds like they'll play their starters. They want to get this momentum win maybe against a rival, going into the playoffs. Eagles could possibly get the 6 seed, so maybe they'll try for that. Likely a 7 seed team, but we'll see. I'm gonna go with the boys. I could see the Eagles winning it. Maybe the Cowboys The Cowboys had some injury problems in the past. Maybe still do. So maybe they only play this. I expect them to start the starters. Do they play them the whole game though? So that's the question. So that'd be a reason the Eagles could win. Eagles been playing better ball too, but I'm gonna go with the Cowboys. I'm feeling the Cowboys.
What does our Eagles insider gotta say?
Well, I'm going to go with the Cowboys. I really wanted to take Jalen Hurts, the Good Samaritan, picking up those fans at that game, which was pretty wild. Yeah, good man. Taking pictures with him after. But, I got to go with the Cowboys.
All right, I'm going to go with the boys. No, I was going to go with the boys anyways. But.
Oh. I thought I meant something.
Yeller, going with the boys. Fans, going with the boys. So all of them. Eagles could pull this off. They could do it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a close one.
You just see how much they show, how much they use, now that they both know that they're in the playoffs. And who knows, maybe they'll meet up again.
Hyped up the Cowboys, and then I was hating on the Cardinals, and that's what happens.
Look what you did.
Yep.
Bengals and Browns. It's going to be Case Keenum for the Browns. We know that. Still wondering if Joe Burrow's going to play because he got hurt up. He got beat up a little bit. One of those last plays. They brought in Brent. What's that?
Sorry, hurt up.
Hurt up?
Yeah.
Beat up?
Oh.
They brought Brandon Allen in. and so Joey couldn't take the knees. I'm sure he could have if he had to. But maybe since the Bengals are lacking the playoffs, maybe they don't play Joe Burrow. They going through the scenarios, they're kind of in the same boat as the Chiefs. They can get the 1 seed, they can get the 2 seed, they can get the 3, which they're at right now, or they can get the 4. The Bills could pass them with the win, and if the Bengals lose, Bills win. Bengals drop down to 4. So I would imagine they're going to try. Maybe not risk anything with Joe Burrow. I could see that. I'm leaning towards if Burrow plays Bengals. If Burrow does not play, I'll probably go Browns. But for now, I'm going to go Bengals.
I'm taking the Bengals as well. Although I do like me some Case Keenum.
Yeah, Case Keenum could jump in there and get a win.
He's done it before.
Yeah.
Gotta go with the Bengals. I mean, the Browns are. That was awful last night. That was just terrible.
Okay. Yeller going with the Bengals, and the fans are going with the Bengals. That 3 guarantees in a row. It is. Not too many of those this year. Some here and there, but let's see if we can mix it up a little bit. What's next? I don't know.
Well,
the Packers might actually sit their starters. Aaron Rodgers says he wants to play, but no word on if he will or not. They're locked into the 1 seed. They can't get anything other than the 1 seed. So do they play them? They're going to have a bye next week as well. So do they worry about them getting rusty, or do you worry about I could argue both sides of that. Like, do you worry, like, okay, since we have a bye again next week, are these guys going to get rusty so they got to play? Or we don't have to worry about rust anyways because they're not playing next week anyways, so we might as well just sit them. So I can kind of argue both sides of that. So will Goff be back? This was kind of a tough one to pick because we really don't know who's playing right now.
I can see the Packers starters playing the first half and then pulling them as long as they have a lead. I guess the win doesn't matter, but do they really want to be the team that loses to the Lions?
You're the Lions guy. I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah, I know I am the Lions guy. I'm going to go with the Packers.
He's going with the Packers. Okay.
You gotta go with the Packers.
I'll go with the Packers for now. We'll see who's in, who's
out. But
if
the Packers starters are not playing, I'm taking the Lions.
Ooh. Jordan Love? Jared Goff over Jordan Love?
Taking the Lions.
Probably have to do it.
Yeller, there could be a switch here, but everyone's going with the Packers for now. It sounds like Rodgers wants to play. Will LaFleur let him play, though? That's the question.
It never works out when teams
sit guys.
Yeah, they have a bye week.
It's just too much. It's just rust is a real thing.
Too much off.
Yeah, I worry about guys getting hurt in the 2 weeks later because these veteran guys that they got aren't doing a whole lot in practice. I don't think Rodgers will be affected either way. I don't expect a rusty Rodgers.
Won't be affected, but
no, but yeah, he's dealing with that foot injury as well, the toe injury. So do you even risk playing him? They almost have to sit him. Jordan Love and maybe some starters. We'll see. We'll see what happens. There possibly could be a switch there. All going with the Packers for now. Bears and Vikings. A lot on the line in this game. Nagy could possibly save his job. I'm kidding. Mike Zimmer could possibly save his job. Who's going to do it?
I'll do it.
You do it?
I'm taking the Bears.
He's taking the Bears.
Justin Fields expected to start as of...
Really?
I really don't know. I'm just assuming.
I think they go Andy Dalton again, no? I don't know what they're going to do.
I don't know. I
put me over there.
Come on over.
I'm coming over. I'll come over with you.
Right. I just feel like the Bears have already been eliminated for a
Bears.
while. The Vikings just got eliminated. The Vikings are all down in the dumps. The Bears are they're fighting for pride right now. Defense showed up. They're playing great. Granted, the Giants suck ass, but I'm taking the Bears.
Old Yeller's going Vikings only if Kirk Cousins plays.
That's what I'm feeling too.
But I'm kind of going Bears because the Bears are hot right now.
Yeah.
The Vikings are not. But I don't think the Vikings play their starters, actually. I don't know anything yet. Zimmer's probably going to want to win, probably want to play the starters. But,
why wouldn't they play the starters?
Because a few years ago, I think it was against the Bears too. The Vikings were locked into that 7 or 6 seed. I don't know how many teams were in the playoffs then, and the game meant nothing. So they put their bet. They were in the playoffs that year. Does that change anything? I don't know.
Yes, it does.
It does?
Yes.
Well, yeah, I guess it does. But they didn't play their starters. They played their backups. But Rick Spielman to this day just raves about how great that was. Like it really worked for the development. We got that rare opportunity to play those young guys in an regular season game, and I hear him talk about that to this day on how great it was. So I don't think he's going to pass up on the opportunity. I think they're going to play.
It's not his decision.
Spielman's?
Yeah.
Well, I think if you tell Zimmer, like, hey, you're done. We're
What did Zimmer say when they asked about, was it Kellen Mond?
Yeah.
He said something about, like, no, or something.
They said, do you want to see Mond play next week? And he says, not particularly. And then they said, why not? He's like, I see him in practice. So I don't know if he's being a smart ass or if he's saying.
Huge Kirk Cousins guy.
Yeah. If all the Viking starters are playing, maybe I go Vikings. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling Bears at the moment.
Love it.
Could this be the one that decides me and Pete, the tiebreaker? I'm picking against my own team to decide if I win.
Kirk Cousins is playing. I'm definitely taking the Vikings.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about the cold this time. If Cousins and the Stars are playing, I'm probably switching. Let's be honest here.
No, you don't need to.
That'd be so funny though. Me and Pete are just deciding who wins. I'm picking against my old team, my own team. Fans are going with the Vikings.
Hate to see it.
It's a good old split. Again, I could switch that one. Switching's never good though. But all right.
Yesterday.
It worked yesterday. I'm on a hot streak. I gotta keep rolling.
Should have known.
Okay. Giants are pretty terrible.
Yeah, I told you I'm never picking them.
I didn't even ask.
I don't think I'm ever gonna choose a team that has Glennon on their roster.
Yeah, but it's got to be Fromm this week.
Yeah, that was.
Does that change anything?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Glennon's still on the roster.
Still on the roster.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, so we got to go. A football team's a little cold right now, but Giants are just terrible. So, yeah, good win for the football team. Good win. Good job,
nice
guys.
job.
Way to end the year. All right, next game. Colts and Jags.
Okay.
A lot on the line in this one. A lot of pressure. The Colts are going to feel the pressure. A lot of other teams trying to get in.
Wasn't this what happened last year?
Yeah.
Colts won.
Yeah, it was interesting for a
Did
little
Phillip
bit.
last year. Phillip.
Yeah, now it's Wentz. Teams need – this is kind of that trigger game for some of those teams that they need to win and need the Colts to lose to the Jags.
The Jags need to lose to get the first pick.
Yeah, so we're all going with the Colts,
Okay.
right? Yeah.
But
what if I told you that the fans are getting together and they decided to wear clown costumes, the Jags fans? They're wearing clown attire. That's what they're doing.
Why would they dress up like Roger Goodell?
Ooh.
That was good.
Jags win, right?
No.
What was the score? 50 to
last week?
10?
Yeah, something like that.
Jesus.
So I was saying on Twitter, what if the Jags win this game while most of the fan base is dressed as clowns? Like, dude, they pretty much have to dress as clowns next year, right? If they want to win.
I mean, if they want to keep the streak.
Yeah, I mean, you have to. So we'll see. I'd be surprised if the Colts choke this. They deserve to be in the playoff. I think they're playoff worthy. They're a pretty good team. That'd be pretty devastating if they couldn't do it here against the Jags. Like the worst team in football. I mean, the Jags, the Giants. Like I mean, there's no other team to play here.
If I'm a player, I would absolutely hate going into my own stadium watching my fans dressed up as clowns. That would be so bad.
Yeah,
that would be terrible.
I'd probably flip them all off. Tell them that they're shit. They're worse than we are. You're worse than us.
Oh, well.
Something along those lines. Steelers, Ravens, both still alive. Both need a win. Steelers need a win and a Colts loss. The Ravens need a win, Colts loss, and the Raiders to win. Something with the Patriots game, too. So Ravens need a lot here. Lamar Jackson, is he finally back? I would think he plays this last game. TJ Watt needs a sack and a half to break the NFL sack record held by Michael Strahan. So, yeah, that's something. He had 4 sacks last night against the Browns. So he's feeling it. He wants it. Rival game here?
I think the Ravens are going to beat their ass.
Beat their ass.
Oh, ass beating of the week.
I think so.
Ass beating. Yeah, we haven't been doing our ass beatings of the week.
I don't know. I just think the Ravens are going to come out and whoop their ass for some reason.
I think it's going to be tight. I think it's going to be real tight, okay? I'm going to go with the Ravens, though. I'm kind of banking on Lamar playing here. Maybe they just rest him, but I think a fresh Lamar comes in. Last game of the year, let's just do it. Let's end on a good note. And Lamar has himself a pretty good game. I've kind of been thinking all day, like somebody asked me on Twitter, too, does TJ Watt get this record? I'm like, right away, he's got to get this thing. He just went off for 4 sacks last game of the year. He's just got to get 1.5. He's going to get it, but I'm just thinking Harbaugh and the Ravens, they're going to be their main focus in this game, I guarantee you, is, win the game, and let's not let that guy get the record. Yeah. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
There's teams that wouldn't give a shit. There's teams that, like the
Browns.
Yeah,
apparently.
like the Browns. They wouldn't give a shit.
They didn't change anything.
They
in
didn't
their pass
double him
protection.
up at all.
No.
They left a rookie that played left tackle at right tackle, played right tackle just to single him up.
Thing I've ever seen.
A guy that needs to work on his technique, what's raw prospect, let's just not double him up at all. But the Ravens, if there was a team that would care about this the most, I think it would be Harbaugh and the Ravens. So it's going to be close. I could see him tying it. He's gonna be in between 1 and 2 sacks. It could be 1, 1.5, 2. What if he just went bonkers and got 4 again? Then that would be insane. I'm feeling the Ravens at home. If it was in Pittsburgh, probably the Steelers. Maybe. But I'm thinking fresh Lamar kind of. I don't know about tears it up, but ends. Yeah, he has a pretty good game and ends it off on a high note. Probably a defensive game here. Well, and to beat the Ravens since they're depleted in the secondary, you got to air it downfield. That's not really the Steelers' strong suit. They can do it, but it's not really the strong suit.
Ravens got like the best run defense.
Yeah, and that too. Yeah.
I was just about to say, how can you go against the Ravens when the Steelers, their offense stinks besides Najee Harris? So gotta go Ravens.
Okay. Everyone's going Ravens.
Yep.
So I'm surprised by that. Maybe. I don't know.
Not me.
I'm a little surprised, but everybody for the Ravens here. We'll see what happens if Lamar doesn't play.
I still think the Ravens are winning.
Huntley's been good.
He's good.
Yeah, I might still go Ravens. I don't know why. I just might. All right. Can't wait for that one, mainly to see if TJ Watt gets that record. It's always cool when those records are broken, and so we'll see. We will see. Titans and Texans. The Titans.
This is going to be a good one, Pete.
Oh, the Titans have the 1 seed. They will keep the 1 seed if they win. They lost to the Texans this year last time they played them. And at the end of last year, they had to beat the Texans to win a division, and they tried to choke it. It went to overtime. They pulled it off. So this one might not be as free as you would think. But, Pete, are you going to be at this game?
Not going to be.
He's not going to be at this game. He was at the last Titans-Texans game. The Texans won, so I am taking the Titans.
Wasn't it raining that day, too?
It was
Yeah,
raining.
Pete got rained on. The Titans lost to the Texans.
Rained
they turned
on
the
his
ball
parade.
over 5 times. It was a disaster.
I'm taking the Titans in
He
an ass
cried
beating.
all day.
Ooh.
Revenge game.
I think it's going to be close.
It probably will
I
be
think it's gonna be
closer than you
close.
think, yeah.
But I think Titans will pull out. They'll pull out. They'll pull away at the end of the game.
Well, okay.
and seal it up.
Pull out. Good move.
Good.
Good
It's a
move.
good
Pull
move.
out.
Yeller is going with the Titans, and the fans are going with the Titans.
Love to see it.
Texans trying to play spoiler here. They also want a pretty good draft pick, though. Do they want to win? They're going to be trying. I think they'll be out there trying. Everybody for the Titans.
Oh, yeah.
Saints and the Falcons. The Falcons have been eliminated. They beat the Saints last time. The Saints are still in the hunt for the playoffs. They need a win, and they need a 49ers loss to the Rams. It is pretty realistic, whether you're predicting it to happen or not. How the hell are the Saints still how are they going to make the playoffs? They go into the year, they had to water down their roster a little bit because they were in cap space hell. They went into the season with the kind of a question mark at quarterback, maybe a little bit of a project in Jameis Winston. You got to fix him up a little bit. They're playing fairly well. Jameis Winston goes down along with several other players throughout the year getting hurt on the COVID list. They go on a 5-game losing streak, and they're in the hunt right now. Sean Payton. That's really what it is here. It's just crazy. But other teams like kind of debating, should we fire our coach? Do we give him a pass, benefit of the doubt, make excuses for him why they didn't get the job done this year? Meanwhile, Sean Payton, with the disaster they had this year, he might make the playoffs.
Should be firing their GM.
Other teams you talking about?
Cap space hell.
Yeah. He's been a good GM, but then he kind of dug themselves a pretty bad hole these last couple years. But
they're trying to win it for Drew Brees.
They're going Super Bowl or bust. I guess you can't blame him too much for that.
Give me the Falcons.
He's taking the Falcons.
Oh, taking the Falcons.
But I was saying, those should we fire our coach because he didn't get the job done? Maybe he has excuses. Well, Sean Payton makes those guys look like he eats guys pieces of shits like those for breakfast, I guess.
I'm taking the Falcons.
So they should. My point
they're
is
going to give Cordero Patterson the ball as many times as possible. He's going to find the touchdown twice this game. Yeah, Falcons win.
Okay.
Barn burner.
I don't think the Falcons. I could see it, but I don't think they beat them twice. It's on the line here. Sean Payton, he's gonna get it done. It's tough though because the Falcons actually. I'm thinking about it. The Falcons have They've been playing pretty decent defense over there. Dean Pease got them balling. Gave some They've been playing better every week. I feel like they got every unit. Maybe besides the pass rush. That was a bad one. Puberty at 30 years old. Oh boy!
You see Mariota with those runs last week?
What does Mariota have to do with
Mariota the goal line?
Okay,
did he get to the goal line?
Okay, yeah, I got it.
Sorry,
I got it.
I said it.
Where was I at? Falcons playing good defense. The Saints offense isn't too good. It's a little stinky right now. So I could see the Falcons playing spoiler. I'm almost talking myself out. I'm not going to do it though. No.
Okay.
No. Saints. I feel like the Saints always win in Atlanta. You know, sometimes they'll lose home for some reason. The Falcons. I could be just talking out of my ass right now, but they're not going to lose twice to the Falcons, right?
That's what I think too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You have to make up a game against Riz because he's got the Bears.
The Bears.
Winning. Yeah.
Well, then it's the winner takes all there.
That's it.
I don't know if I'm sticking with the Bears, so that's the problem. I want the Vikings to lose because I want a better draft pick. So yeah, I'll be rooting for the Bears anyway. So yeah, it works out. It works out.
What a better draft pick.
Yeah, but I don't know.
This is a tough one.
I already gave you the Saints.
I know.
What's Old Yeller got?
Old Yeller's got the Saints. Fans got the Saints.
Yeah.
So Dan's by himself. I could see it. I was almost talking myself into it because they're playing pretty good defense. Got nothing to lose here. Saints offense a little stinky. Taysom Hill might run. Yeah. Josh Allen kind of ran all over them. They stopped the passing game, but Taysom's going to run on them. They might stack the box. Might be a little different than Josh Allen, but yeah, we're going Saints. It's a big one to watch there. Linked to this one is the 49ers-Rams game because the Saints got to win, and they need the 49ers to lose to the Rams. 49ers got to win, but if 49ers lose, for their sake, hopefully the Saints lost. I don't care who wins and loses. I want the right teams, but I'm just saying for the 49ers' sake.
Right.
I want the right teams, the teams that are deserving. All right, Jets are playing some better ball, but they're not going to win this one. I mean, they could.
They almost beat the Bucs.
They almost beat the Bucs.
Last second tutty.
Yeah, I didn't watch that game. What the hell happened?
Well, the Jets went for it down in the. They had the game pretty much over. It was like 4th and 1 or 4th and 2, I think, and they were inside the Bucs 15, maybe inside the 10 even. And the Bucs stopped them. Got the ball back.
Is this pre or post Antonio Brown leading?
Oh, way post.
Okay.
Way post. And then Tom Brady just knew it was cover 2 before we even saw the defense and just plopped one right over. Yeah, just right over their heads, and he just it's just magical. It's like he's cheating or something. Jets could be sneaky. The Bills don't have the division wrapped up. AFC East, if they lose, the Patriots win. It's the Patriots. So the Bills want that AFC East. They also could be playing for a better seed. If they win and the Bengals lose, they bump up to 3. If the Chiefs lose, they can bump up to 2. Or the Titans, they can bump up another spot. Well, actually, not the Titans. Titans got the tiebreaker on them. I misspoke there. They can't hop the Titans. They can hop the Chiefs and the Bengals. The Titans got the tiebreaker.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, so everyone for the Bills. All right. Ooh, 49ers and Rams, some playoff implications in this one. 49ers win, they are in, and they are the 6th seed. If they lose, they need the Saints to lose. Otherwise, they are out. If 49ers win and 49ers lose, Saints lose, Eagles win, 49ers get the 7th seed instead of the 6th seed. So, but if they lose, Saints lose, Eagles lose, 49ers still get that 6th seed. So I probably just confused a bunch of people right there. But they can get 6, 7, or out. They got to win. Can't worry about anything else. They got to win. Shanahan and the 49ers have had very good success against the LA Rams in these past years, even this year. So will that be a factor here? Garoppolo says he wants to try to play. We'll see if that's the case. Trey Lance started a little slow last week, but started getting going, making correct reads, throws, and we know he can run. At the end of that game against the Texans, Stafford's kind of been stinking it up a little bit, throwing the ball to the wrong team. Still makes that big play. The rest of the team's playing pretty well. But big one for the Rams, too, because the Rams are at the 2 seed right now. If they win, they're going to keep that 2 seed. I'd say the 2 seed's a pretty good seed. I don't know about you guys. If they lose, they could actually lose the division. If they lose, the Cardinals win, the Rams are down to the 5 seed because they did not win their division. If they both lose, Rams and Cardinals both lose, Rams are most likely, they will win the division, but most likely get knocked down from the 2 seed, obviously, with wins from the Bucks, Cowboys. So, so a lot on the line for both teams, actually, is my point. Do the 49ers keep doing it?
I don't think so. I'm taking the Rams.
Okay. Pete?
Give me the Niners.
He's going to take the Niners.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to do it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I just think quarterback's what scares me. I like Trey Lance. I think they should roll a Trey Lance here. But I just think
tough defense to do that to, though.
I don't know. I think it's a little. I think the Rams are a little overrated on the defensive side, to be honest with you. I think the Niners are similar to the Titans, and I feel like the Titans handled the Rams pretty easily. I think the Rams struggle against like those more physical teams. That's why they struggle with the 49ers, because they just like to pound the ball. So I like the Niners in this one.
I might have to go Vikings in the other one so we can let this one decide it.
Oh.
Wow.
Because I'm feeling the Rams. I know the Niners always beat them, but I got this feeling that the Rams are saving some stuff for the playoffs. Maybe running the ball a lot more. Maybe some play action. Obviously, kind of the old Rams offense, and I think they could start now. I don't think wait till the playoffs. Start now. Lock up that 2 seed. Kind of get warmed up. Get ready. Get into those coaches' heads for next week in the playoffs. So do we have to worry about this game, like what they're doing in this game, or all the other games on film we have? I think they just want to go out here and win. I think, last time the 49ers just completely outplayed them. They beat them up a little bit, so that's why it's tough. But they also started with a pick six early in that game. It could happen again. Stafford's been throwing pick sixes like crazy, but I think it's a little different here. I'm going to take the Rams at home. It's a tough one, though. That could go either way. Yeller is going with, and we'll see who's at quarterback for the 49ers. I think the best bet would be Garoppolo, but if he's not 100%, how would that be? Well, the other's going with the Rams, and the fans are going with the Rams. So we got Lone Petey over there.
Lone Petey.
With the 49ers.
Huge Niners guy.
Huge Niners guy. I'm a huge Rams guy then this week. Am I a huge Bears guy? I might have to switch that. So this one decides it all. I don't know. Well, the Vikings aren't playing their starters, so I'm not switching.
The Bears too.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Patriots, Dolphins. Dolphins got them in the first week of the season.
They're not going to get them twice.
Pete says they're not getting them twice. Okay, Patriots are interesting. They could actually get the 1 seed, believe it or not. They can get the 1 seed. It's mainly because they have the tiebreaker of the Titans. Or they can get the 7 seed. They're in the playoffs. They can get 1. They can get 7. Right now they're sitting at 5, I believe.
Yeah.
So they can get it. They get it all over the place. It's a weird game because this changes a lot of different seedings. Depends on if the Dolphins upset, if you want to call it that, the Patriots in this game. So the Patriots are trying. Dolphins will try too. They'll try to win, but I'm gonna go with the Patriots here. I think a defensive game. I'm gonna take the Patriots in the defensive game here.
Taking the Patriots as well. Running the ball, successful. Touchdown, boom.
Touchdown, boom. Oh, the Yeller is going with the Patriots, and the fans are going with the Patriots as well. Nobody for the Dolphins. Okay. Everyone feeling the Patriots. Seahawks Cardinals. We got the Seahawks. They got eliminated by the Bears, and then they went and scored 51 points on the Lions last week. So maybe they figured something out offensively. The Cardinals run a little bit of a cold run there, but then they picked it up and beat the hot Cowboys. The red out Cowboys. So the Cardinals, just like we talked about for the Rams, both teams still have a shot to win the NFC West. Whoever doesn't win it is locked into the 5 seed. So if the Cardinals, if they win and the Rams win, Cardinals get the 5 seed. If the Cardinals win, the Rams lose, the Cardinals could get anywhere from 2, 3, 4. They're probably looking at that 4 spot, maybe 3. If they both win, did I say that? The Cardinals are still at the 5 seed. So the Cardinals are playing for something here. The Seahawks really aren't, but they weren't last week, and they scored 51 points. So I think it's an interesting game. I think these games between these two teams are always interesting. Not the last one, though, but what's going to happen?
We're taking the Cardinals.
We're all taking the Cardinals.
We're all taking the Cardinals.
I would say not so fast there.
All right, then let's hear it.
Dan's taking the Cardinals. Pete's taking the Cardinals. Yeller's going with the Cardinals. The fans are going with the Cardinals. And I'm going to go with the Cardinals.
There it is. There it is.
Actually, though, I saw this game, and I'm like, man, it's a tough one. It's probably going to be closer than you think. I was actually thinking Seahawks because
do it.
It's an interesting match. I was actually going to go Seahawks, and I'll tell you why I'm not. But I was going to go. Why I was going to go Seahawks is they might have. I don't know. They might have figured. Everyone's like they played the Lions last week. They scored 51 points.
Lions got a solid defense.
Yeah, they Rashad Penny balling, Russell Wilson playing better, Decaf Metcalf playing better. Also, Seahawks been running a lot of cover 2 pretty well, I thought. Second half of the year, Cardinals kind of struggled against that. It's kind of similar to the Colts defense, so that might be their weakness. It's not like playing the Cowboys have a better defense than Seahawks, but they got that man coverage the Cardinals want to see. So Seahawks might be an interesting matchup. So they might be able to score. And they might be able to slow them down. So I was actually leaning, because of the matchup, towards the Seahawks. But Bobby Wagner's out. Take Bobby Wagner out of the Seahawks defense. I think you got big problems. So
big problems.
Cardinals get lucky all because Bobby Wagner's out. I'm kidding.
It's too much offense in the Cardinals. We're all taking the Cardinals.
It's a sneaky one. The Seahawks could still win that game. It's sneaky. It's a tougher game than the Cowboys, matchup-wise, for the Cardinals. I don't know. I know Bobby Wagner's out, so maybe not, but it's interesting. Okay. We all going Bucks?
Yeah.
Unless the Bucks want to gift another one. Well, not gift, but almost gift another one.
Yeah. They're playing for that 3 seed. Could get bumped up to 2. Could even drop to 4. So they're playing for a spot here. Maybe we won't see these guys the whole game, but they're starters, but I think they'll have a good enough lead so they can pull those guys.
Is Antonio Brown going to? Just kidding.
Just kidding.
And the big one, Sunday night football, playoffs on the line, Chargers, Raiders, win or go home. Not actually, because there's a scenario, again, made a recent scenarios video, where both these teams can get in. I think it involves the Colts losing, which we don't think is going to happen. So, not technically, but basically, it's win or go home in this one. Chargers at Raiders.
I thought I saw something like the Colts have to lose and like these two teams tie
for both to get in.
Yeah.
No, it's possible. I think something else has to happen too. Something with the Patriots and the Dolphins. Patriots lose.
So if the Colts lost,
I figured it out in my scenarios video.
If the Colts lost, and both teams were just like, all right, we're gonna tie this game.
Yeah.
Both get in the playoffs.
No shot. They're trying to win. They're trying to make each other bleed their own blood. Okay. They're trying. Chargers, Raiders. The Raiders got a clutch win. Maybe it's a new Raiders. They don't clutch up in the second half of the year.
Yeah, they're on a roll.
They beat the Colts.
3 in a row. They're 3 in a row.
What Chargers are going to show up? They look great one week, and they just suck the next week.
Yeah.
Gave up 41 points to the Texans 2 weeks ago. Lost to the Vikings. Like, who loses to the Vikings? I guess a lot of teams do, but who doesn't get a come from behind win on the Vikings? They just stink it up a little bit sometimes. So, will this be the week? Tough to predict. Pete, what are you doing?
The NFL wants the Chargers in the playoffs. They want Justin Herbert in the playoffs.
Why is that?
Because everyone loves Justin Herbert. It's like he's got to be in the playoffs. Young quarterback, great arm,
great head,
great hair.
All right, you guys just convinced me you said hair at the same time.
The Super Bowl's in L.A. They got
not tanning, using tanning oil.
The Super Bowl.
Derek Carr.
The Super Bowl's in L.A.
Head coach was a racist. They got rid of him.
Got to be the Chargers.
Yeah, they got to be the Chargers.
All right, so Dan's going to Chargers too.
We're going Chargers.
I'm just going to trust the Chargers in this one. I didn't go because what Pete said. But it sounded good. I can see it. That place is going to be crazy though. Las Vegas. It's going to be crazy in that stadium. Insane. So that could be why the Raiders, I could see it just because of that. And Raiders got some momentum. They clutched up last week. I think there's certain defenses that slow down Herbert in this offense.
Maybe the Raiders do it for John Madden. Maybe they get it done.
Oh.
You switching your pick?
Oh.
Well, they did that. Couldn't they have done that last week?
Yeah, they did. They
did do it last week. So it's already done?
It's done.
Yeah, I think against this Raiders cover 3 defense, we know they're gonna be a lot of cover 3 out there. It's nothing too tricky for Herbert and the boys. And then
it's tricky for Carson Wentz.
I think they dice it up. But I also think Derek Carr does some dicing up of his own. And I think we get a shootout. We get a shootout for the playoffs. And I'm gonna take Herbie. I'm going to take Herbert in the shootout here. It's going to be a good one, though. It's going to be in Las Vegas. Again, that crowd might be the difference. That could be it. It's going to be good.
How can you trust the Raiders at the end of the year?
Yeah, that's tough. When Nate Hobbs just got arrested, that hurts them a little bit.
What an idiot after seeing what Ruggs went through. Like, how do you... I don't know.
Everybody's going. I'm surprised no one is going Raiders. I thought about it. Pete was thinking about it.
I was thinking about it at the end. I was like, who does the NFL want in here?
Chargers are -3 favorites.
Everybody Chargers, nobody Raiders.
No, nothing.
I think the Nate Hobbs thing and the Raiders just choking at the end. Oh, the Chargers choke a lot too, though. It's a different Chargers team.
You don't know what you're going to get out of them.
Yeah, you don't know. Usually they just choke. Now they're just – I don't know if they're choking any games. They're kind of – maybe the Chiefs one.
I feel like Herbert plays well in prime time, though. I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like he does well in prime time.
I think it's going to be a shootout. I think it's going to be an epic shootout for – this might be the game of the year. This might just be back and forth, game of the year. Watch it be like 6-3 final. I look like an asshole. It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Raiders are three wins in a row. They pulled out really tight ones, though.
There's no way they can win 4 in a row.
Browns,
right?
Remember the Browns? They should have lost.
They got a little lucky in that
one. They beat the Broncos. It was close. That was Drew Lock, Broncos.
That was the Drew Lock of the week.
And they beat the Colts. Game-winning field goal.
Yeah.
Chargers beat them by 14 last time.
We got Chargers.
I got Chargers.
We all got them.
We got Chargers.
Okay, we'll see what happens. We'll see if both end up in the playoffs somehow. It's possible. We'll be back next week with playoff pick'ems, wild card round pick'ems. You guys will be voting for the games, of course, like you always do on Twitter. You guys will also be voting for awards. I'm going to include all that in videos. So check out our Twitter link down below. Like, subscribe, turn notifications on. Again, a whole bunch of playoff content coming. Cannot wait for that. I'd like to change it up a little bit. Like the playoff atmosphere here in the NFL. So join us. But that's going to do it for the regular season pick'ems, the first ever Week 18 pick'ems. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. You just shit.